Hi guys, 732 Ryuku back today. I'm Mikey.
And I'm Mike.
And this is Star Wars The Clone Wars Season 5, Episode 18,
19, and 20.
Thank you, Mike. This is the finale of Season 5, and I'm very excited for this one. Now, Mike knows nothing about this, has seen nothing about this, and I have hidden the descriptions and thumbnails of the episodes when we went into this. So I'm hoping that he stays blind, and I'm going to remind him at the end of every episode to not check as we go to the next one.
It's going to be really hard to react like this,
So
to
if
be
he
honest.
does, so I'm very excited for this one because last episode there was a temple bombing, and you wonder how that could be a 4-parter. Well, we're gonna find out as we start this episode. Thank you so much for all of our fans for joining us. Can't believe we're finishing the 5th season of Clone Wars and have 2 left after this. Wow, been a while. Thank you for joining us. We're starting in 3, 2, 1.
One with the Force, they are. And our job it is to remember that we will, in time.
God, I love that
also
music
pass
so
on.
much.
Luminous
They
beings
slowed it
are
down.
we, but temporary vessels, our bodies are.
Tarkin,
And we shall all find ourselves
Palpatine
here,
doing.
Mon
in
Mothma.
time. Live for the living Jedi.
That fucking French horn always gets me.
Live through us. Forever they will.
That's how you know the Force is involved when the French horn comes out.
Wow, that's so cool.
The Republic military has taken her into custody.
But why? This is a Jedi matter, isn't it?
Clones were killed, which makes this terrorist attack a military matter.
Politics.
If Letta's guilty, she's guilty, and she should be dealt with.
Calm down, Ahsoka. Remember, revenge is not the Jedi way.
Okay, Anakin.
The Chancellor feels very strongly that the Jedi be removed from as many military matters as possible. You yourselves said that you're peacekeepers, not soldiers.
That's called foreshadowing.
He's moving the Jedi from military stuff, right?
Good day, Ahsoka.
She's a great NPC.
Go. Be with your friend, Ahsoka.
He lost somebody close to her. He's sad.
Every time I think about this, I feel conflicted. It's hard not to let feelings turn into attachment and pain.
Ahsoka, have you ever wondered if it was right to ignore your emotions?
My master would say, our struggle as Jedi is to move past them.
You make it sound so easy.
Look, I have to believe that one way or another, this woman's going to pay for what she did.
You shouldn't keep your master waiting.
What was that facial expression?
I don't know what you're talking about. You look just sad that she lost someone.
Your presence is requested by prisoner Letta Tomong.
The prisoner from the hangar bombing?
Why is she asking for Ahsoka?
Not exactly sure, but Commander Tano is the only person the prisoner will speak to.
Oh, because Ahsoka's a youngling and susceptible to propaganda.
Look at the army. Not army.
They're peacekeepers. Oh, that's a prison. That's like a terrifying prison. Why do they have the droid zappies?
Fox.
Oh. This is where they kept Leia.
Kind of, but on a spaceship instead.
It's the same hallway though.
It is. It is literally the same whole.
So they innovated nothing.
Yeah.
I was told if I ever needed help, you were the Jedi to contact.
By who?
The idea of feeding Jakar the nanodroids was not mine. The person behind this will be able to get to me unless you know the truth.
What's the truth?
A Jedi. A Jedi showed me how to create the bomb and how to put the nanodroids in. Jedi have become warmongers. They've become military weapons. And they're killing when they should be keeping the peace. It's...
Letta! Letta! Letta!
Prisoner health critical. Holding cell 1733.
Commander Fox, the prisoner.
Yeah, they really should figure out how to like not let that happen.
I don't know what happened.
Commander, she's dead. I can't say I blame you, Commander Tano. But all the same, you're under arrest.
What?
No, I did not do this.
It looked pretty fishy.
Who's framing her?
Oh, lighting on him.
Admiral Tarkin, I don't know what
Admiral.
happened.
You don't have to tell me any more, Commander Tano. Curiously, the sound isn't working on this one.
That's really fishy
Seems
looking.
the Jedi she was afraid of was you.
I did not kill that woman.
You were the only one there.
General Skywalker, Admiral Tarkin has ordered that no one be allowed in there.
I don't care what she's accused of. Let me in.
Sorry, sir.
Why don't you just call Tarkin, dude?
A key card. Master, I knew you wouldn't let me down.
Attempting to escape a military facility? That's a Padlin. Oh no.
Her lightsabers right there.
And a comlink.
Hello? Who is this? Why are you helping me?
What's going on here?
It wasn't me.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Woo! Squirrel!
Literally.
Oh no.
He's shooting to kill.
Suspect has killed 3 clones. Code red. If you see the target, shoot to kill.
Belay that order, Commander Fox.
She's killed troopers. I know, Commander Tano. She would never do something like this.
Stop running.
You can't help me, Master. Someone's setting me up.
I believe you, Ahsoka.
But no one else will.
She's not wrong.
General Skywalker has just issued an all-points bulletin on Commander Ahsoka Tano. She's killed 3 clones and should be considered armed and dangerous.
Oh damn!
You want to know what happened to Ahsoka?
What is this absolutely fabulous chamber?
Right?
Why they got rippling flags?
Those dogs aren't doing their jobs. Oh, wait, that one is. That's a sick face mask.
Yeah.
There she is! Quick! Stop her! Before she gets to the ship!
Squirrel time. You can't shoot at a memorial,
They're
guys.
shooting to kill.
Okay.
Set weapons to stun. I want her alive.
An angry voice. They're so close to shooting her too while running. It's so hard. Woohoo!
Wild.
Woo! Oh my god.
Bro.
She's going off right
Bro.
now. No!
It stuns. I guess it worked. No, she lost her lightsabers. Oh, where's
One. Oh god.
Ahsoka!
Squirrel! Squirrel time!
Straight up.
See? Flashlights.
They know. Little sewer dinosaurs. Look at them, so cute.
Those are rats. Are she gonna jump?
You didn't even try to come and help me.
They wouldn't let me in to talk to you.
You could have if you tried.
How would that look, Ahsoka? Huh? Forcing my way in would have made you look even more guilty.
I am not guilty.
I would never let anyone hurt you, Ahsoka. Never. But you need to come back and make your case to the Council.
No, I'm not going to take the fall for something I didn't do. But you know as well as I do that no one else will believe me.
Jump.
Anakin, you have to trust me now.
Ahsoka, I do trust you.
I know you do.
Bruh.
Right.
She's really a flying squirrel.
Literally.
How do you just land like that?
Force.
I guess.
That's how it works. It does work that way.
Also, didn't they literally have birds in the air that could be there? What do you mean it's them?
Well, I mean, I don't think it matters if we look at the episode titles anymore.
No, that's not That was frustration, not me trying to keep a blind reaction, okay?
The fusion of Ahsoka escapes the Coruscant.
So, like, is it Palpatine, or is there another one?
I do not believe that Ahsoka could have fallen so far.
The beliefs of the Jedi Council are irrelevant. We deal strictly in facts and evidence.
The Council believes that Ahsoka may be guilty of the crime. Still believe they are wrong, do you?
I believe she didn't kill the clone troopers or the woman who used the nanodroids to blow up the temple.
Master Skywalker and Master Plo Koon, with clones.
Two of the closest people, the one who found her and the one who trained her.
If Skywalker stayed here, having you involved may actually make things worse.
He's right.
I'd rather capture Ahsoka and find out the truth than let her run because of a lie.
You must prove to us that you will stay focused. Can you?
I've already alerted security on the lower levels to be on the lookout for Ahsoka.
Go swiftly then, Skywalker, and bring back this lost child.
So is Mace Windu the leader of the council, or is it Yoda?
Yoda's like one of the Grandmasters. So there's like 2 or 3 Grandmasters.
Like, I know everyone respects Yoda, but I don't know if he was just like veterancy that he runs it. Or like, isn't Mace Windu technically like the guy?
I don't know, to be honest, for that one. I think Windu's maybe like the voice, but Yoda's the oldest, so they all look to him because he's the Grandmaster.
He can override Windu, essentially.
Oh yeah, basically. He's Yoda. He trained everybody in some sort of way, you know?
Right.
He's 800 years old. He was involved in everybody's training to a certain degree.
Looks like the Jedi are after one of their own. She's armed and dangerous.
Her mugshot is her angry. She needs to buy a coat.
Yeah, she's the cloak that the Jedi use.
Barris, it's Ahsoka.
Ahsoka, I'm so glad you're safe.
Safe, but on the run.
What?
I can't tell you.
Is
but
Barris the
someone is
traitor?
definitely
It's her
trying
friend.
to frame me. Hey, buddy. Are you hungry? Yeah. Let's make a trade.
Stinky goat cloak.
So the more the stinky, the better. And it has the horns built in for her.
Which is hilarious.
Because he had horns. Oh.
Well, don't gasp.
Oh God.
Uh-oh.
Come on, Ahsoka Squirrel. There you go. Wow.
Back in my day, I could flip just like that.
Hey, stop trying to be a hero.
Why is there upside down skyscrapers? Add that to her list of crimes. She jumped the subway style.
She's fighting for her life.
Not good.
Woo! Fighting for her life. This is my nightmare. Oh no.
Almost there. Almost got it.
Kumina.
Why does that look familiar? Is it Ventress? Yeah, it is Ventress.
Well, I didn't believe it when I first heard it.
And I'm going to be
The roles have switched. So funny, right?
Why do I feel like Ventress is gonna help her?
What do you mean?
What do you mean?
What do you mean?
Ventress is on a redemption arc, remember?
She's a bounty hunter. She's on a chaotic neutral arc.
You're a separatist war criminal and a Sith. They'll have us both in prison before you said your name.
I can hand you over to the bondsman and still get paid.
In what star system do you think I would...
Look at her eyes are blue now.
Mm-hmm.
I've fallen from my path just as you've fallen from yours. We have a lot more in common than you think.
What can you offer me that's better than money?
If you help me, I'll speak to the council and the Senate on your behalf.
Woo.
I'll get you a full pardon for your crimes.
Shine the light over there.
Okay, now this looks really bad.
She's hanging out with Ventress? Goddamn. Okay. Who gave her the codes for that?
Yeah, I don't know. Oh.
He's like, is that Ventress? Wait a second.
Where are you?
I can't say, Barris.
I believe I found a clue.
A clue? How? From where?
We don't have much time, Ahsoka.
How did you find this out?
I told you I would do some checking.
Oh, thank you, Barris.
It's Barris.
Listen to me. I don't want to fight.
I do.
We're taking you in now, Commander.
We're not going to hurt any of you. But you're not taking me in.
Commander, we are taking you in.
Let's play.
Ventress, don't!
Oh. Oh. God. All right, that works. Woo. What a great scene.
This is a really good episode.
Yeah. Even the action's great. The choreography. Is that Rex just got his head bonked?
Didn't kill one.
The redemption arc.
Yo, her voice actress is fire.
The redemption arc you didn't think you needed was the Ventress one, right?
We had Commander Tano.
Oh, it's Plo Koon's.
She escaped with the help of Asajj Ventress.
Really making her case. Dude, why couldn't SWTOR look like this?
I know.
Part of the bargain.
What, the graphics?
Which means you're
Or?
on your own from here. These are strange times.
True, they are.
That's stellar.
I thought we decided we were going to part ways.
Kitty.
Who is it? It's Barris.
Bull.
No.
Oh.
Ventress, I see you've had a change of heart.
Oh my god.
Oh god. She learned from Donkey Kong.
Yeah.
Fancy footwork.
Yeah. Like the same acrobatic level. Oh.
Bye bye.
Oh.
Down she goes. I feel like those crates have bad stuff in them.
Nanotroids? No! Wolf, let me explain.
Oh.
Explosives. These are the same types of nanodroids that were used to blow up the Jedi Temple.
I can't believe it.
I think there's more going on than we know. By Ahsoka or against her?
That remains to be seen.
We're bringing her back to the temple. Let's just hope we can keep her here.
Tarkin's gonna be like, military. Rah, rah, rah. How could this three-parter for us possibly end?
I feel like Asajj Ventress is going to come to Ahsoka's defense and point out that Barris was the problem all along. And they're just gonna gloss over how the clones lied. Also, would watch a webisode series about them.
Them too?
In the underworld, yeah.
I'd watch a webisode just about Asajj being a bounty hunter.
True.
She's so fun.
I'm afraid, Master Yoda, that the Senate believes that an internal Jedi trial would seem biased. Therefore, the Senate asks that the Council expel Ahsoka Tano from the Jedi Order.
That's bullshit.
We need to stand together with Ahsoka.
And yet there's evidence that she is indeed the mastermind behind the
Obi-Wan believes in her.
I understand your sentiment, Obi-Wan. But if the Council does as you suggest, it could be seen as an act of opposition to the Senate.
They're folding to the Senate.
To the Chamber of Judgment, summon Skywalker and his Padawan.
Ooh.
I told you this. Look at that lightsaber.
Dude, I would pay for that skin.
Look at that lightsaber. This whole thing is awesome. Like, I know it's terrible she's being indicted, but like the whole like ritual, seeing it.
Their judiciary system.
I was set up and deceived, as you are being deceived now.
The question is, Padawan Tano, who is deceiving us? Ventress, you, or someone else?
I am not deceiving you.
Clouded by the dark side. These things are, Padawan Tano. Dangerously clouded. But not just surrounding you. Surrounding many things in these times.
Yeah.
You've already made your decision, haven't you? This meeting is just a formality.
It is the Council's opinion that Padawan Ahsoka Tano has committed sedition against the Republic, and thus she will be expelled from the Jedi Order.
We can't do this!
Woo! Status will be stripped from you, and you shall forfeit all rank and privileges within the Grand Army of the Republic. Will set for you.
Oh.
Henceforth, you are barred from the Jedi Order.
But why Ahsoka?
Mom and Dad.
Padme has agreed to represent you before.
Yeah, best
I
one.
will do everything I can to prove your innocence, Ahsoka.
She a lawyer?
I am almost certain.
I feel like she has to be, right?
Behind this is Ventress.
Queen?
You know
Senator?
I wasn't working with her. Wait, where are you going? You can't leave now.
Yes, I can. I have to find Ventress and get to the bottom of this.
He's gonna find Ventress getting licked by cats in the alleyway.
I thought I was part of that order, but everyone except Anakin has abandoned me.
Obi-Wan didn't.
Well, what I feel like he's just like beating people up. Like, where's Ventress?
Batman.
Where is he? Tell me.
Got literally robbed.
She did get robbed. Yeah.
Oh no, she can sense that. A lightsaber? No.
She got robbed.
That's right.
Leave me alone!
Ooh. Oh.
Tell me what happened. At first, I admit, I was just interested in the money and a little bit of revenge. But then I realized your fallen Padawan and I had a lot in common.
How dare you compare yourself to a
Ooh, that voice change.
My master abandoned me. And
Oh.
that's exactly what you did to her.
This looks like the inside of the Death Star.
It does. It does. Same design
They
guy.
saw this prison and they were like, yes, everything about it, but in space, in a circle.
And it fires laser beams.
Prosecution's Tarkin?
You have been charged with sedition against the Jedi Order and the Republic itself.
Choo-choo.
This court will decide your fate.
When you are found guilty, I ask the court that the full extent of the law be brought down upon you, including penalty of death.
Trying to execute Ahsoka.
Which is wild.
I thought she came up behind me to talk more, but I was wrong.
Likes to talk.
Someone came out of nowhere and hit me from behind. Not just anyone can sneak up behind me. It had to be another Jedi.
Dead end. You're the only one Ahsoka had talked to.
No.
That's not true.
What do you mean?
Your Padawan contacted the temple. She spoke to someone named Barriss. That's why we knew to go to the warehouse in the first place. It was this Barriss that told us to go there.
Why would Ahsoka kill Letta with a method that would so obviously tie the murder to
Yeah. What is she, dumb?
Then why was she seen conspiring with known separatist terrorist Asajj Ventress?
Ventress set me up. My master will prove that.
And where is your master?
He's trying to find the real murderer.
Then maybe he should be looking at you.
Oh.
This is a good finale.
How can I help you?
Most austere room ever.
With Ahsoka before she was arrested.
Picked up her lightsaber.
To her,
Who told you I spoke to her?
Ventress. She told me.
Ventress? Isn't she the one Ahsoka says is really behind all this?
That's what Ahsoka says.
Hmm.
But I think she's wrong.
Who else could it be if not her? Surely not Ahsoka.
I don't think it was Ahsoka either. I think both Ahsoka and Ventress are telling the truth. But there's only one way to find out.
Woohoo!
Honey, those belong to Ventress.
Shouldn't he like comlink? Anakin, come on.
Ahsoka trusted you and you betrayed her.
I
I've learned that trust is overrated. The only thing the Jedi Council believes in is violence.
Woohoo, 2. I always love 2. Oh. Oh.
They're like, well, it's outside the temple, not our problem. That's some epic music in the background.
Oh yeah.
They're like, wait a second. Oh my god.
Yeah. Master Sinube. Woo! It broke one of them. Sinube protecting all the Padawans.
Oh, and they're just walking.
Yeah. Woo! Oh!
By an overwhelming count of...
Chancellor, I'm here with evidence and a confession from the person responsible for all of the crimes Ahsoka has been accused
Yeah.
of. Barriss Offee, member of the Jedi Order.
They're like, damn it.
Barriss?
Yeah.
Is that true?
I did it because I have come to realize what many people in the Republic have come to realize. That the Jedi are the ones responsible for this war. That we've so lost our way that we have become villains in this conflict. That we are the ones that should be put on trial. All of us. An army fighting for the dark side.
Palpatine's like, all coming together.
This Republic is failing.
She's so right though.
They fought no one, and I feel like they could totally fight Yoda.
It's just swagger.
So sorry about everything.
You have our most humble apologies, little Soka. The Council was wrong to accuse you.
You have shown such great strength and resilience in your
Man, you were her biggest hater.
innocence.
Windu was.
This is the true sign of a Jedi Knight.
Does everything.
They're saying this is literally her Jedi Knight trial. We're sorry.
I
They're-
understand that the Force works in mysterious ways, and because of this trial, you have become a greater Jedi than you would have otherwise.
I'm asking you back.
I'm sorry, Master. But I'm not coming back.
I really think it's the music that always gets me.
It's top tier.
Ahsoka, wait! I believed in you. I stood by you.
I know you believe in me, Anakin, and I'm grateful for that.
But you are making a mistake.
Maybe. But I have to sort this out on my own. Without the Council. And without you.
Oof.
I understand wanting to walk away from the Order.
Oof.
I know.
Everybody knows Anakin. Everybody knows. Oh. Okay. Do you need a minute?
Yeah, I always do. It's the I know that gets me.
Well, that makes sense why Ahsoka's not in episode 3.
Yes.
Because she managed to join the Jedis and leave the Jedis before episode 3.
And you know, the whole thing is that this was this entire arc is meant to further sever Anakin from like the Jedi Council,
Right.
Because
And you see how it shatters a little bit more at the end of this episode.
And the whole 3-parter, my least favorite line comes from Mace Windu, and I forgot who the other guy was, and they're like, "This was actually your greatest trial. You're a Jedi."
Yeah,
now." It's like, what the fuck are you saying?
That was pretty awful.
It's like, what?
Hey, yeah, you know that trauma where we utterly destroyed you and you felt like you could trust nobody and anything? Well, congratulations, you passed.
So,
I want to be a part of that club.
So, I mean, this whole 3-parter, the reason why I did it in this 3-parter was because the first one, you go into...
No, that was much better. I would have hated if we watched it one episode at a time.
Because, yeah, the first part, you know, it doesn't show anything about Ahsoka, this happening. And then the second one, you see she goes into the thing because the girl wants to talk to her because she was probably told by like Barriss maybe that if you have somebody to talk to, ask for Ahsoka, and that was all Barriss's plan because you also see that during like one of the scenes, I think you see Barriss outside the room with the girl. And I made a comment like in I think it was the second episode, so technically the first one of this 3-parter. I was like, oh my god, I'm like, oh my god.
Yeah, Barriss walked past the one door when they walked in.
Yeah, and I was like, oh Jesus Christ, that's okay. It makes sense now. And I mean, it was just a whole thing elaborately planned by Barriss, and I think Ahsoka was the easy one to throw under the bus, so she did so in a way, and because she was her friend, she trusted her, and
and she was friends with Ahsoka, so she knew what Ahsoka would do, so she could trap her.
And so this entire episode was just the wrong Jedi was accused, and we see Ahsoka in one of the I guess most heartbreaking ways. We know that potentially Order 66 was a thing potentially, but back when this aired, this was the closest thing you have to Order 66. So you're like, holy shit, you're like, the clones are shooting at Ahsoka. And for like 70% of that episode, they're shooting to kill until like Anakin's like, I want you stunned. And it's her running, like the animation of that, like the designs, like her like parkouring and basically not killing any clones just because it shows how much she loves those clones. It's just a whole thing. And that's like amazingly done by them. And, if this was the last episode of Clone Wars, if we had none left, you could leave.
It'd be wrapped up.
Yeah, you'd be like, okay, wow. Because it would answer your questions. You're like, what happened to Ahsoka? Well, the Jedi Council, a bombing was blamed on her by her close friend, and nobody believed her except Anakin and maybe kind of Obi-Wan. And it's kind of bullshit because, like, it was just a bunch of circumstantial evidence. And why would Ahsoka kill a person and do like that?
She did escape prison. She was the only Force user in the cell. Like,
well, she thought Anakin was getting her.
She was found in the warehouse full of the weapons.
It was all bad times.
She was set up with enough evidence that like a conviction is not unreasonable.
Oh, I know, but it's because that's why Barriss set it up to do so like that. And it's because Barriss had this forethought to set it up like that it did work. And I mean, it's just a very heartbreaking set of episodes where we see Ahsoka on the run, and who else but Ventress comes and saves her. And Ventress tells Anakin exactly why she did so. And it was like, she's like, just like my master abandoned me, you abandoned her. And in a way, it's true because, Anakin...
when Ventress said that, Anakin was like, what?
Anakin was like,
oh my god, introspection.
Yeah, it was crazy because it's like, it's just she feels what that one does. She feels like Ahsoka has been discarded like she has. And, also the added benefit of getting her name potentially cleared was a whole plus. And it's just one of those things that when they teamed up, you're like, I didn't know I needed this team up, especially when they're beating up all the clones and not killing them. And Ahsoka's the goody-goody two-shoes and Ventress is the edgy one, and she's like, I guess I'll do it. And she goes swinging at the clones, but she's just like cutting off their guns. It's just so well done. And we have 3 clone commanders in this one too, going through chasing her. We have Rex, Wolf, and Fox.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, it's funny because we have Wolf and Fox, 2 animals, but Rex was only reason why Rex is there is because Anakin's there. Like otherwise, you see the Coruscant Guard they're called, which are the red guys, which is Fox. And Fox is kind of a play by the rules, as you could tell.
And Wolf's Plo Koons?
Plo Koons, yeah, Wolf Squad.
He's pretty sick.
He is. He's a pretty sick guy. What's it called? I will say that it's a little bit emotional for me at the end because all the music in this is fantastic. I mean,
yeah, I mean, Star Wars is just such good. Like, they're so good with that background score.
And the only thing that, makes a scene more dramatic is proper music and, stuff. And this is an animated show, so you can't really, say you're going to have, perfect emotions from, the characters and backlighting.
You're limited to a certain extent.
And they did an amazing job by doing so. And they throw in this music that not only we know because they have the French horn playing with the Star Wars theme or the Imperial March, but they remix it a little bit, just off pace it, up speed, up or down speed, space it out more, change it slightly, add it here or there, and it still evokes some of those emotions because for example when that music is swelling with the horn, something good is or bad's happening, and then when you hear that what's called the Imperial March, Anakin's about to go crazy mode, and we see him do it twice in this. The first where he was he tells the clones, he's like, you're gonna let me in, and they activate their the Grievous things, and they're like, no, you can't. And you see him getting madder and madder, which is showing him first off the red tape that he can't cross even though he's a general, the bureaucracy, which he hates even further. And then the second time with Ventress, he was literally choking her and threatening to kill her.
Dude, it's really crazy how much like
so good.
Because like the fall of Anakin with just Padme is like a classic story, like so no one really questions it. But then you watch like these 5 seasons of Clone Wars, and like you're like, okay, his fall is like a lot more deep and justified, and yeah, no, now I see it.
Well, he's part of the generation, just like Ahsoka is, that was raised on war.
Yeah.
And then all this, I mean, he was the reason why the war started when he was a Padawan.
And that's the thing. A lot of the things that I feel like broke him were things that like weren't even just being a generation of war, but like the politics around it.
But also the entire war was made just to weaken the Jedi, because even if, Palpatine doesn't have to kill them, he can, either work in the faith in people or their own morale, turn on each other, or they just die in combat because, you have these 60, 70, 80-year-old Jedi Masters whose race may live a while, so they're 60, 70, 80 years of being a Jedi, but they may have at most dealt with pirates and they've never fought a war. And all of a sudden you're making them generals. So some thrive, some don't thrive. And you see this whole situation where they make bad decisions and that are costly decisions. Jedi generals aren't perfect. Clones are pretty good to make up for the slack. But then you add in, a war that's being literally played on purpose. And they say it, that, they say, we've been clouded by the dark side. It's Palpatine doing it. He's literally doing it so that they can't see what's going on.
I don't know what clouded by the dark side like means in universe. Like is I know that the Jedi Council temple is built on an old Sith temple that blocks it, but like is Palpatine like essentially just channeling a smokescreen into the Force?
Yes, because before this started, I believe before Palpatine became prominent, the Jedi could use the Force to detect things around the galaxy, like big events. And now it's more of like, lack of better words, Doyle and
they just get visions.
They get like little flashes of things, and they're more close range. Where back in the day, they could sense they could literally sense the loss of a Jedi across like the galaxy. Like if I was in a ship fighting in my ship, I could.
But is that like is Palpatine doing that? Is
yes.
It like actively? Like when he's sitting in the chair like this, he's just thinking he's like confusion.
Well, he's doing it because it allows him to.
I know why he's doing it.
Well, he's doing it because also it allows him to be around the Jedi without them suspecting he's a Sith, because there's dark power all the time.
When Palpatine's standing next to me, I can't see anything.
He's actively doing it. I believe he's actively doing it.
Okay.
And then we have also Tarkin in this episode reintroduced as the biggest asshole of all time.
He is so good at being pompous.
He's by the books. So, I mean, we discussed it. Of course, all the circumstantial evidence in front of us makes sense of why we're saying she's guilty, because we're saying her being framed, but oh my god, we hate him. Fucking thank god Padme was like, I'll represent you, thank you.
And then
Queen.
It didn't matter.
Temple Guard.
Hold on, but we'll get back to Temple Guard. I just want to say that I really like the Asajj Ahsoka team up, because it was really well written, and like it was
a foil. They're foiling.
Is it a foil? That might be the term, but like the opposite sides meeting, seeing, mirroring each other, and then parting ways.
She's a little bit older, so she has more experience of in life, so she understands things. Whereas Ahsoka takes it as face value too.
Good. Good. Going back to Temple Guard.
Temple Guard are sick, as you can see. They walk slowly.
They don't do any. They didn't do a damn thing.
They didn't have to. They just had to look cool.
And everyone was like, "Yeah, no, I'm not."
You were like, I think they could take Yoda. Like, okay, no.
Like, obviously, they can't take Yoda.
They're pretty sick though with their design. They're pretty cool with how they look. Obviously, you can imagine they're pretty formidable fighters because they're Temple Guard. That's their job, is to be these guys to do that. But I will say, the whole fight between between Barriss and Anakin, if they were a little bit more useful, it would have been cool instead of just kind of walking in slowly. But they're mysterious, so. And the setup for that fight was awesome too, because Anakin walks into Barriss's room, and I feel like when he walks into her room, he can already tell that she's because he could sense it. But I feel like what he can also sense is her lightsabers or Asajj's lightsabers in there, because kyber crystals give off a little bit of the Force.
Right.
So I'm pretty sure he could feel that. And the big thing is that's why he picked up her lightsaber too.
That way she couldn't go for that one. She had to go for the other ones.
And it would basically highlight her. And then the whole fight happened, and we see like Tera Sunube, I think his name is, which is the guy with all the kids. He had a white lightsaber, if you noticed, which is awesome. It's like Ahsoka's as she gets older. But I mean,
spoilers.
As we see now, you wondered, why, if you ever seen Mandalorian, Ahsoka's like, I'm not part of the Jedi Council, or I'm not a Jedi Knight, or I can't train anybody. My training was never completed. There you go. And now it makes even more sense when we watched Ahsoka Now, the TV show about her too, because she's a knight.
Jedi Knight trial.
She's technically a Jedi Knight, but she never advanced past Padawan, so she didn't accept it.
She didn't take the diploma.
And the whole ruthless scene of ripping off her Jedi tag, like Padawan braid,
Yeah, that was
terrible.
messed up. That was fucked.
I think what breaks me the most is Anakin's like hopeful face that if she comes back, I'm pretty sure if Ahsoka came back, he would not have fallen to the dark side as easily. But her pushing and being like, I want to leave.
Because he was left alone with Palpatine, pretty much.
It was, and he had nobody else to bond with. And at that point, he felt like the Jedi Council pushed away his, one of his, people.
Pushed his child away and keeps him from his wife.
Or his little sister, And the terrible thing, too, is, they didn't believe her when he believed her. And, it makes sense from a political standpoint that they shouldn't. But at the same time, he is well within his own right to say, she's a Jedi. We need to believe her. And I think he's well within his own right to be pissed off that they made her kicked off the council so the Senate could try her.
That was pretty messed up.
Yeah.
And that was dumb. Yeah. But again, I guess
it's understandable. We're the God. We're omnipotent. We see everything.
Yeah. I guess. I don't know.
It's cool to see the lower levels of Coruscant too, as you were saying.
Dude, God, I'm so upset with what SWTOR did to Coruscant.
Yeah. Lower levels is amazing considering we're on level 13, 15, I think. So that means there's at minimum, probably thousands of levels.
That's up, they said.
Yeah.
13, 15's up. So they have there's 1,300 levels down and then whatever to the sky.
No, that was lower levels, I think.
No. They said 3 levels up and they went from 13, 12 to 13, 15.
Oh yeah, I see what you're saying. Okay. That's that was really emotional. That was one of my top 5 arcs of Clone Wars, just because of how not just the emotions of Ahsoka running away are and being removed, but just how beautiful a lot of the lighting and animation and the choreography is. I will say that season 6 is just as much of a banger, and season 7 is even more of a banger. So it's honestly just from here, minus 1 or 2 arcs that do show up, just like in the middle, like George Lucas does. It's just
more droids. Sick.
It's all just basically this level arcs in every single episode season. Yeah, so we're gonna have either these great emotional, great political arcs, or we're gonna have these self-finding arcs like this one where Ahsoka finds herself, or we're just gonna have giant battle arcs for the end this season and this series. I'm excited.
Yeah, no, I'm stoked. That was the perfect wrap up for the main storyline. So everything bonus is bonus.
And there will be a lot of bonuses. So thank you for joining us. I'm Mikey.
I'm Mike.
And this was our reaction to the finale of Season 5 of Clone Wars. If you did enjoy this, check out Patreon for full length of this and other series. And the support does go a long way. And if you're new here, if you're just finding us because of this reaction, do enjoy us, our reactions, anything like that, thank you so much. Make sure you do subscribe to our channel if you haven't already. And we'll see you next time for Season 6 of Clone Wars.
Bye.
Bye.